has been borrowed, and stop me if I'm wrong, Dr. Owila, is supposed to have gone towards the very developments that people are crying about today that cannot happen because there is not enough money.
Correct.
But you are paying debt for that development. So there is crime upon crime upon crime upon crime
over the years
that Kenyans are still having to pay for. So had that original idea been actually seen to fruition, Kenya would not be having the issue that it's having today. But if for every 100 shillings you're paying 79 to debt, tell me in which fantasy world you will be able to take that 21 shillings on the 100 and do everything that you have to do, that you have mentioned. Pay all of these people who sit in the county assembly, pay all of these people, and then still develop. Sounds like
do that is happening in each and every county.
You know,
every county, all the county.
I mean, you know, politics is very expedient, and I'm sure most of the people who are talking about the cost of running county governments and the national government are the same people who've been against any constructive remodification of the constitution. Because at some point there were those conversations that counties are not sustainable. They need some sort of a regional cluster, simply because why would you have a CEC for sports in Homa Bay and another CEC for sports in Migori and another one in Kisii and Nyamira, and they're neighboring? And if anything, the sports that they play cuts across those counties. So I think those are very serious conversations around governance, but they're masking the real issue that we need to probably focus on. It is very simple. If we keep borrowing, like today, if you take it at a personal or family household level, if today my income and my wife's income can get us a loan of 10 million, and we take that loan of 10 million, in which case our salaries will be servicing that loan, and we squander that 10 million, it basically means we've not created an environment that will enable us pay that loan. So we are not getting revenues to pay that loan. And our salary is already depleted. We will continue living in a deplorable condition. And I think the critical question that we need to ask these many leaders that we give powers, from MCAs, women rep, senators, is a question of why do you allow Kenyans, you know, to live in a country where borrowing makes our condition a lot more deplorable, because we are borrowing with the intention. The Constitution is very clear that borrowing is only meant for investment in development, in which case it's supposed to create an environment that can make the country more. But in a situation where we have odious debts, you don't even know where these debts went to, what they finance, and we are paying. I think the circle is vicious. And instead of blaming the leadership that we have, because we're not going to take these counties away, that's for a fact. It is impossible to go to Migori County and say, now we are going to reduce the number of MCAs. We'll be like, we only have 4 wards in Suna East. And the guys in Suna East will say, no way, we are not going to seat even one, you see. But we have a reason to ask our ward representatives, hey, wait, you're an MCA, members of counties, you're an MCA. Now we need to see value for money. Whatever money is coming down to the ward level, how is it spent? You are a member of parliament. There are 2 things which are even contradictory. First of all, you're a member of parliament, you're supposed to oversight the national government, and then you're also given resources to spend, you know, in contravention of the Constitution. Even the NGCDF Act in itself does not envision a situation where an MP is involved in this, but they're involved. So it is for Kenyans to start asking, now if money is spent on this, it needs to be judicious enough, and we need to see a return on investment.
How
on
do you
that.
think that the leaders